G'day guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com, and today I'm going to go into the top bar beehive. Now there's basically one thing I'm doing at the moment with them is I'm supplementing their feeding with a bit of sugar water. Now I'm using sugar water at a 2 to 1, 2 parts of sugar to 1 part of water, because when I went in there about a week ago they had hardly any nectar, pretty much no nectar at all. So they need a bit of helping to get through basically all the rainy weather we've had. What's happening is the rainy weather dilutes the nectar in the flowers and they end up not being able to collect enough nectar. They're trying to build up brood to build themselves up for winter, so they just need a bit of help. So I'll just show you what I'm doing and we'll have a look at how they're going. Now keep in mind, just over a week ago they had nearly no nectar. I've fed them with 1 jar of sugar water so far, so we'll see how they're going. Alright, so we'll see how these guys are going. Get this little fella off and take the top off. Now the first thing I'll do is I'll just check out how they're going with the sugar water. So I'll take out these bars. Rightio, so they've pretty much used up all the sugar water by the looks of it. So there's still a little bit there, but we'll replace that. Got a new jar of sugar water already made up here. So I'll just give it a shake to try and get the last of it to dissolve. And what I've got here, I've just got another cap. So I've got 2 jars the same. One, I'll just swap them around each time and just put the cap on with a few little holes in it just from a nail. And there's about 4 or 5 holes in here, and they're just big enough that the bees can suck the sugar water out of it and it doesn't drip. The only time it really drips is when you first turn it upside down, and when you get the expansion due to hot and cold. When it gets cold, obviously it shrinks inside there, and then when it gets warm again, it will especially the air inside will expand and push some sugar water out. But that's just the physics of things. I've also got a saucer underneath the bottle so that it catches any water, any sugar water that comes out, so that you haven't got ants building up underneath. Okay, so what's happening in here is they've got this 4th bar, which they built it a bit bigger. They've stored a little bit of pollen in there, but nothing of any consequence really. I should put some of these back and keep some warmth in there for them. Don't need to pull all that out. It's a nice sunny day today. These guys are pretty calm. I'm not even going to worry about using smoke with these guys. I haven't even lit the smoker. I mean, they're only a very small swarm at this stage. And we'll have a look at how this queen's going. Hopefully she's still laying some eggs, and they're being able to expand their swarm somewhat. Rightio, so we'll see how this 3rd bar is going. Rightio, so there's heaps of pollen in here, lots of pollen, which is good. Bit of nectar being stored in here, so that's good. They're starting to store some of the nectar, and the reason I've used 2 to 1 is I want them to store that nectar. I don't want to stimulate a whole lot of brood laying and expansion of the hive. I just want them to consolidate what they've got really. Okay, so there's a bit of nectar being stored there, not a whole lot, no brood that I can see at all. Let's see what's going on with this one. Rightio, so Not a whole lot of nectar on here. I can't see the queen on here at all. She is pretty obvious when you see her. She's got a big fat orange abdomen on her. There's a small hive beetle. Good to get him and squash him. And he comes out to right there. Alright, he's gone. He's dead. So what have we got in here? We've got a few brood, some larvae. So she's still in there laying, which is good. See, she's on this side. Right, I can't find the queen now. Ah, yep, there she is. Alright, and I won't come and show you on the camera because I don't want to. Oh, actually I might. I'll do that. So, if you can see, that is her, the big girl with the big abdomen, just right there. You see her just crawling through the bees there. Okay, so we'll put them back and just see what they're doing on this first bar. So a little bit of nectar here. So there's a bit of nectar, a bit of pollen, a bit of nectar on this side as well. So it's good. So the sugar water's doing its trick. It's allowing them to store some nectar. When I came in here a week ago, it was absolutely 100% dry. And they had nothing. They had no resources at all. So that's good. I mean, they even had hardly any pollen, which was definitely going to make it really hard for them. They're pretty quiet today. It's pretty cool today, so they're very quiet. Come on guys, move out of the way. So I'll get these bars back in place, close these guys up, and I've got that new sugar water in there, so they'll be able to do their thing, and hopefully with a few more weeks of sugar water, we'll be able to get these guys going really well. Good queen, like she's still laying and all that sort of stuff, so she's doing her bit. Hopefully the weather can do its bit and just be a bit drier for us. It's great to get the rain. Definitely the farmers and stuff in the area have needed it to get some pasture growing before winter comes along. And my bees don't really need too much at the moment. They've had all they need. Come on, you lot, get off there. I'm going to put the lid on. Alright, so that's it. So put the lid on. Alright, so that's it. Just smooth this edge down to make sure it does its job. I need to replace this edge sometime. Just put a longer bit of metal and fold it under. Would be great. But anyway, that's whole nother day. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be supplementing these guys with sugar water for a while, just to get them up and going, to give them resources to be able to consolidate their swarm. Without any honey, they can't do anything. They can't build new comb, and they're not building a whole lot of new comb at the moment. They're pretty stagnant as far as comb building goes. So we do want them to expand their comb a bit more, because they're going to have to build up a reasonable swarm before winter. So give them a bit of extra support, Hopefully the weather stays good. There's a whole lot of more eucalyptus trees in the area that are about to blossom. So hopefully they will give them a good source of nectar, like natural nectar, and also pollen to be able to expand their hive. But we're not going to have that all through winter. There's going to be a point. I think I'm probably going to have to feed these guys all through winter just to keep them going, because they've just got no resources. If the swarm I'd put in here originally had their queen with them, they would have been all set and ready to go by now. But anyway, such is life. That's the way it is, and we'll deal with the way it is now. Anyway, I'll let these guys go. I'll let you guys go, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.